how much does true love cost? Especially when it's handcrafted by Rolls-Royce. Well, boys and girls, your Auto Genie will tell you that and more as we explore the secrets of the world's most expensive and exclusive new car, the Rolls-Royce Rose Noire Droptail, which when directly translated from French means the black rose. Do remember to give us a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. The company said that this new model has the most complex construction they have had since its founding in 1906. It was in fact so complex that its assembly required such intense concentration that the single craftsperson tasked with creating it would only work in 1-hour sessions for no more than 5 hours per day, ensuring they possess the concentration required for perfect execution. The Rose Noire reimagines the car maker's typical 4-seat sedan as a 2-seat roadster. This unique 2-door, 2-seater convertible Droptail has a price tag of $32 million. That's around rupees 264 crores. Rolls-Royce says it symbolizes the distillation of experiences cherished by its owners, who exemplify connoisseurship of the highest order. The car was commissioned by a super rich couple from a prominent international family with a deep connection to France. The mystery buyer of the Rose Noire Droptail remains undisclosed, but there are some clues to their potential identity. But before we talk about that, let's get to know more about this dark, daring and dramatic coach-built masterpiece. The Rose Noire is inspired by the romance and allure of the black Baccarat rose, which is beloved by the mother of the commissioning family. It took over 4 years to craft, and the car features a low-slung exterior and a crimson interior. The Baccarat rose is an intense flower bred in France. Its velvety petals shift color between almost black in the shade and a deep, shimmering red in the light. This also forms the Rose Noire's 2 primary colors called True Love and Mystery. The exterior shade of the Droptail is essentially the True Love paint, which like the flower shifts color depending on the angle it is viewed from. The complex paint process was developed after testing over 150 variations. There is a secret base layer followed by 5 lacquer layers with varying tones of red. The 22-inch alloys then feature the mystery paint, which again like the flower appears black and shifts to red under sunlight. The Rose Noire is the first modern 2-seat roadster, complete with a new monocoque chassis. The front end is probably the most familiar-looking section on the Rose Noire. However, the conventional Pantheon-style grille has been modified slightly. So unlike the usual straight vane, the Rose Noire's vanes are bent at the top. Along with the deeply recessed headlights, it forms a strong, heavy brow impression to the front of the car. A unique dark finish called hydroshade covers the grille and all the metalwork across the exterior. The pieces are not painted. Instead, a chrome electrolyte is introduced during the plating process to provide a dark but reflective finish. This finish is continued throughout the interior as well and is polished by hand to a high gloss. On the side view, there are some unique details as well. Unlike typical Rolls-Royces, the indicator is moved to the forward area of the door handle. And for the first time in its history, the Rolls-Royce badge is deconstructed and is visually represented as you see here. From the back, the Droptail's lower-to-the-ground construction evokes the figure of a sailing yacht. It is 5.3 meters long, 2 meters wide and 1.5 meters high, presenting a dramatic vision on the road. The car is powered by a 6.75-liter twin-turbo V12 engine, which produces 592 horsepower and 841 Nm of torque, and can accelerate up to 100 km per hour in around 5 seconds. The top speed is limited to 249 km per hour. It features a raised rear tail reminiscent of early roadster-bodied Rolls-Royces. The Droptail includes a removable hardtop designed to give it 2 distinctive looks. The long, low-slung roof gives the car a dramatic coupe-like appearance and features an electrochromic glass section, which transitions from opaque to fully translucent at the touch of a button. When the roof is removed, the Droptail becomes a lithe, open-top roadster. Inside, the car also includes ultra-comfortable seats, a removable luxury timepiece from Audemars Piguet, and a Rolls-Royce champagne chest and cooler to carry the client's special edition Champagne de Lossy. The watch is mounted into the dashboard. The clients requested that it should be removable and wearable. And when removed, the aperture in the fascia is covered with an elegant titanium blanket watch, highlighting a white gold coin displaying a rose engraving. There are actually just 3 buttons on the dashboard, along with control hazard lights and other quick control tasks. The rest of the car's controls are hidden away in the center console. The design of the cabin is in such a way that it envelops the two occupants like a cocoon, and again highlighting that romance and the level of intimacy the car represents. But of course, the real stunner is yet to come. According to Rolls-Royce, the client had a simple request to create the impression of floating roses as if they had been scattered across the interior by hand. So what did they do? Well, they took 1,603 individual pieces of wood and made this absolutely stunning parquetry. It took 3 years to move from the formative development through to the production of the piece that you see here. And it's just insane. There are more rose petals on the rear deck, by the way. 96 of them painted in the true love color with the mystery color as the base layer. And what's more interesting is that it's all hand stenciled and hand sprayed, but done so in a way, as the client insisted, that there could be no visible detection between the surfaces to understand that they had been applied by hand. Now, this rear portion here is not only for the visual appeal, but it's also designed aerodynamically to provide the necessary downforce for the car when it's traveling at speed. The Rose Noire Droptail is one of 4 models that will be built, each one unique in its styling and bespoke details. The wealthy commissioning client and her family have a love for cars, fashion, art, and champagne. Rolls-Royce describes the buyers as the heads of a prominent international family with a notable collection of motor cars, fashion icons, art objects, and multiple homes. The buyers have a deep connection to the black Baccarat rose and a special vintage of Champagne Delossi. The Rose Noire is described as a romantic celebration of the couple who created it, and it was presented to the client and her family at a private event during the Monterey Car Week in California. Let us know in the comments below what you think of this new masterpiece from Rolls-Royce. See you all later. Adios.